What can we do to fix everything? Nothing. The only thing is get away from it. The only thing you can do is like get enough to escape. That's the only thing you can do. This is like shit. Like these people are just gonna make things are just gonna worse. It's like parasites have like taken over the central nervous system and like the brain of like the organism. And it's just gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. Why would it get better? Why would it get better, dude? Why would corrupt people stop being corrupt? Every single person is like in the government is corrupt. And it's just done.
Your first million.
Escape with Rudyard Lynch? No, and that's the thing. It's like literally any sort of competency, any sort of real anything will just be stopped. And then anything that's like retarded, anything that's like can be monetized by people who like are whatever, you know, it's essentially just like all bad people. It's just never gonna go anywhere. Ever. Period. End of story. It's just a bunch of different like mafia families, and like the only white people involved are like Southern Europeans. There's no like Northern Europeans who are ever going to have any influence ever again in this country until it like collapses. And it's all just like ethnic little like weird mafia things. It's just garbage, dude.
24. Are you a 7 days a week kind of guy?
Don't give up. I'm not giving up, dude. I'm living my own life. But that's like that's the thing. Is like I'm honest, and it's just like it's like frustrating. But there's no real place for it. It's like not a. It's not a There's no path forward at all. They're just like making money and like trying to escape or like becoming absorbed by the blob of garbage.
Absolutely, 20 hours a day. I try and get 4 hours sleep.
What is the best single investment you have ever made?
In the West Virginia.
Yeah, everyone just lies. Like, oh, I work 20 hours a day and I sleep 4 hours. Like, no, you don't, dude. You're like a fraudster.
Oh my.
What makes your tequila different?
Better quality, 8 different expressions, 3 flavors.
Yeah! Naked Diablo!
Bloody hell, mate. There are roughly 3,500 billionaires on Earth, and to put this kind of wealth into perspective, if you earn $10,000 an hour working 40 days a week, it would take you a whopping 48 years to achieve billionaire status. $1 billion is an insane amount of money. Meet Rob Fitzpatrick. This British billionaire made a considerable fortune in his 20s when he sold a marketing company in the UK for £300 million. Since then, he's built a massive globe-spanning portfolio of luxury real estate, precious
It's cool
metal
because
holdings,
his eyes
stocks,
are above his ears. It's crazy. It's really cool.
equities in various ventures, and has business ties stretching from Dubai to the Turks.
I work
and
36 hours a
Caicos.
day. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's just, streaming is such shit and garbage. It literally is. It's so trash. It's horrible, dude. But in life, you have to do horrible things that you hate.
Today, I'm shadowing him in New York City as he builds the next gem in his empire, Naked Diablo, a premium tequila he intends to scale into $1 billion brand. In this episode, we spend the day with Rob and attempt to demystify the game of money. We cover how billionaires largely avoid paying taxes, how Rob views passing down wealth to his kids, and what it looks like to build $1 billion business. Let's begin, folks, but first, a quick word from the sponsor of
My guys, the digital check do is very helpful to me. Cool thing about
People just sell shit too.
And once you're
That's the
done
thing too.
testing
It's like even people I like Tommy G. It's like, dude, you're like selling shit like garbage. I don't know. I'm just too uptight about things. But it's just like, damn, bro, you're like prostitute. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. No, I'm having a fine day. It's just like this is like such garbage, dude. It literally just garbage. Like, what's happening? Nothing's happening. 5 years from now, nothing will have happened either. Like, things will just be worse. I can make one. There's one thing I can tell you. I can't predict the future, but I can predict that in 5 years, nothing in politics will be better. Nothing in society will be better. I can predict that 100%. It's not even a prediction. It's just a fact. Like, things will be people will be uglier, grosser, dumber. Content will be worse. Like, what you see on the internet will be completely even more brain dead and more automated. Nothing will actually happen to like the corrupt people except for people who are out of like the mafia, and it'll be worse. You know. It'll be worse. Like that's life can be your life can be better, my life can be better. Society as a whole though is done. Like that's what it is. It's just like it's collapsed. It's over. You do have investments, other forms of no, I have no other forms of income, dude. What other forms of income would it be? What other forms of income would I have, dude?
All right, folks, we are here in New York, and we are here doing a piece on a British
Property. Oh yeah. I bought up a lot of property. I just asked my parents for a loan, and they gave me $600,000 to purchase some property. I can be a renter. I can rent things to people, to slaves.
Yeah, mate. Now we're gonna talk money. I think it's fascinating to be a fly.
Businesses or something? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work that way, dude. It doesn't work that way. Can you think of anybody that is successful that is like running anything real ever anywhere? Can you think of anybody who's your age or younger who's like successful doing real business? No, it's not real.
All with a billionaire. I mean, how does he operate? How does he move? How does he close deals? We're here for a little adventure.
Big Bongo, you don't count. You're like 50 years old.
And to learn, and we're gonna go.
You're like anybody on Earth is younger than you, dude. Yeah, I drop ship stuff.
I'll call you soon.
Hey,
Great to meet you.
how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Good to
You
meet
met a lot of impressive young people today. Dude, you met people at a James Fishback thing. You met people who think James Fishback is going to change their life. You met like a bunch of retards, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you met a bunch of people at a James Fishback concert, it's like going to the worst band you know, and it's like, wow, I met a lot of really smart people. It's like, no. You met people going to like a Coldplay concert. You met retards, dude.
Already closing deals is early in the morning.
Always. No, I've got a few friends here in New York, obviously. So just making.
I think I met people at a U2 concert in 2026. Really good people, some really good people. It's like, dude, those are all like retards. The U2 isn't even touring.
Always making some arrangements and stuff.
Okay, and you're a British man.
Of course.
What brings you out to New York?
On business.
Yeah.
Always here on business, and to meet you, of course.
Yes. Okay, so two main missions in New York: promoting the
All you have to do is get good at something and work. Yeah, dude.
tequila business
Yes.
and promoting the reality show that's coming out, or documentary.
So just shake your hand. Just shake a hand. Go up and shake a hand, dude. And or alternatively, you could apply to 10,000 Indeed listings, and maybe you can get a call back, or you can know somebody,
If I behave myself, maybe I'll have a little bit of tequila.
or you
but-
can sell drugs, or you can pimp women out, or you can stream, or you can shoplift. Those are all very valid things. Like honestly, like if I was younger and I had nothing going on, I would just buy drugs off of the dark web and then just sell them on the clearnet for a markup, and just don't go over like $15,000 a month and you'll be fine. Don't do that, because you have to work hard and you have to work for a boss, and you do things and maybe afford rent. But yeah, you start a business and write everything off. No, dude, like that's the thing. Like you have to cheat and lie to make a living. It's like, dude, no, you shouldn't have to cheat and lie and scam the government to have. If everybody does that, it's the same thing with COVID. If everybody did like, hey, forge your documents, pretend you got vaccinated so you can fly. It's like, no. At that point, if everybody does it, it's like now that's just going to be accepted, and people just. It's the same thing with that. It's like, no, you shouldn't have to lie and write off expenses. Like that's no way to live. It's not a good way to live, to be like, oh yeah, I saved $3,000 on my taxes by lying. It's like, what type of life is that? It's like, not like, where's your character? That's like stupid. That shouldn't be like, that's not the case, dude. Just don't pay taxes if you're gonna do that.
I'm a lightweight, you know what I mean?
Really?
I
Well,
am.
this stuff you're going to love. So we're going to go and meet Mark at a marketing agency at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Because he's got some proposals that he wants to do for us.
So in researching online, I see that there's not a lot.
Yeah, it's like, it's over, dude. Like, there's Indians, there's Chinese people, there's Jewish people, there's boomers. It's over, dude. It's just the new generation can't even read. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're white or not. They can't read words. They're not going to learn. They're going to use AI to cheat on everything. So they're not going to learn anything. Their teachers are retarded. It's not like, it does not matter where you are. It's like literally over, bro. A civilization is over. Okay, it's done. It's finished. Finito. Okay, it's done.
stuff on the internet. My guess is that a lot of people in your shoes, you scrub the internet to keep yourselves private. Can you tell me about that?
Security standpoint, Tommy, yeah. I was driving home one night many years ago, pulled up to my electric gate, and as I did that, people jumped out from behind trees and shit. Sawn-off shotgun, took my Frank Muller Conquistador King watch. Then they drove off with the SUV.
And this was in England?
In England, in Manchester, yeah, just outside Manchester.
You're kind of in a position where...
No, and the thing is, it's not going to collapse. This is like the part that people don't get. Right? It's over. It's like, oh, what do you do? It's like, no, it's going to, it's like you toss a ball up in the air, toss a ball up in the air, toss a ball up in the air, come down, let's toss a ball up in the air. It got stuck on a shelf, and the shelf is out of reach. You're not getting the ball back. That's civilization. It's not coming back to you, and it's not coming back down, and we're going to throw it again, and it's going to go up higher. It's sticking on a shelf we can't reach, and we're not going to reach. And that's it. And that's like the inability of everybody. Like, if everybody's like that, we could actually fix it. Like, if everybody's like, oh, it can't be fixed, then you'd move forward and be like, okay, well, what do we do now? Right? The only people who are doing that are kind of like Arvel. And obviously that's not a good solution, right? The problem is people will never admit that because people like whatever, right? And people aren't going to do what it takes because it's like, it's just done. It's just over. You can free yourself of the illusion of that, like the ball is going to come back down and we're just on the waiting for the ball to come back down part. We're not. The ball is stuck. The ball is stuck. Before you know it, there's going to be robots, robot police, drone robot police, AI police. All money is going to be digital and it's going to be tokenized. And through that, they're going to extract taxes on every transaction. And then they don't even need to be competent enough to collect taxes because it'll be taking money all the way. You know, it's done, dude. It's like finished. It's over. If you want the future, look at Dubai. It's a bunch of retarded people who have slaves.
End, you'd love nothing more to be private. By the other end, to make money, you have to market. And to be market, sometimes you have to be visible.
Yeah.
So how do you walk that balance?
Well, it's been a very difficult balance. The documentary and the TV show was to create awareness, create followers, generate sales, generate distribution interest. But more
it's like the way to make money, guys, by not being a criminal, is make luxury goods for criminals and trust fund kids. Those are your two options, or one option. Your two options: be a criminal, or make luxury goods, or win the lottery, right? Or make something and luck into having it work, and hope that there's not a mafia that's gonna like take your stuff before you even get it. But besides that, it's like literally make luxury goods for Chinese exchange students, criminals, and trust fund kids, and that's it.
Increase the asset value of the company. So that's how we kind of stepped out from that complete anonymity to blow up the brand.
And how many countries are you in for your brand, your tequila?
Well, in Europe alone, there's 27 countries, and the expansion is just literally...
Or a scam, or like literally like sell self-help guys that broke people and like become Indian and sell courses to people and just try to make as much money from like retarded people and kids who are hopeless and young people who are hopeless as possible. That's your other option, is to tap into people's like emotional insecurity and sell them guys. Like basically that's all marketing is oh, are you scared of getting old? Oh, here's a product. Are you scared of never getting laid? Here's a product. Are you scared of being poor? Here's a product. Are you scared there's nobody like, because it doesn't make money, I'm the only person, like I'm sure that people are saying this, but I'm the only person who actually is doing stuff and isn't just like, and give up. Like I'm doing stuff because what else is there to do, right? But really, you're not going to find, like, people are always going to tell you, oh, and then do this, then do this, then do this. And it's like, it's not the case, dude. Like, do stuff because you're eventually going to die. And if you die broke and you tried everything, you know you did everything, right? If you die miserable. But then the thing is, like, you have to do things anyway. Your life is your life. You have X amount of years before you die. That's set in stone. That's going to happen. You might as well, as much as possible, get things done. Not because we're gonna, have a Marvel movie moment where it's like the Avengers and they saves New York City from whatever, the aliens. We're not gonna have that. That's not gonna happen. Not because Hitler's gonna come back and be cool and walk down the stairs with his cape and everyone's gonna say, "Whoa, that's so cool." But because you're here on Earth, so make the most of your time. But that's people are looking for this catharsis. People are looking for this like. And then it'll all be okay. It's like, no, it's not going to be okay. You're going to get old and you're going to die, right? You're going to get old, you're going to get decrepit, and you're going to die. And there's going to be a lot of things in life that you didn't get to do that you wanted to do. And that's life. So instead of moping about that, instead of waiting for a savior to come back, I'm still waiting for the book of Revelations to be fulfilled and Jesus to come back and whatever, and the epic bacon sauce moment where you are, vindicated and everything. Work on things yourself, because society is not trustworthy. It takes like 20% of society for everything to fall apart, right? 20% has to go bad, and guess what? We're well past 20%. It's rotten to its core. It's done, dude.
Now we're putting our foot down to really go for it in a big, big way.
You travel a lot, I would imagine.
If you make as much money as Vince Zappella did off Call of Duty, then I'll give you $1 million if that happens, dude.
Always on the go.
You enjoy it?
I love it. So we're going to go and meet Mark Anderson from Dolphin Entertainment.
No, and that's the thing. It's like, you just have to do things, because it's not like, the frustration I have is like going from being productive to doing this. Like, that's why I'm upset when I start streaming and I say nasty things. It's because I go from, all right, I'm working on something productive, to now I have to like be like a sewer worker, and I have to like basically go into the bowels of the internet, which is everywhere now on the internet, and I have to talk about crap for hours because it sucks. It's like it's stupid. It's like going from, I was using my mind doing something productive, but unfortunately that doesn't pay the bills, right? Unfortunately, what pays the bills is like being on a site talking to a screen, right? That's what pays the bills. So, that is preferable to other jobs I've had. I'll tell you that for sure. That's why I'm doing it. But it sucks. All right. It sucks and it's annoying, but it is what it is. But you just have to do it, because I have to make money. I have to pay bills.
They're a New York listed group because of our Tequila Naked Diablo. They've got some marketing ideas and initiatives they want us to, to consider and roll out on, because we're always looking at ways to, increase.
What if you got a work from home job that will let you stream it? Dude, I'm not a good employee, dude. What are the work from home jobs, dude? Like, there's like government contracts, and then there's like scam companies, and then there's companies run by Indians that are scam companies becoming scam companies, and that's it. And there's like surveillance companies. The stuff that makes money is like evil, dude. Like, the stuff that literally makes money is like surveillance company, AI scam, crypto scam. Those are all, it's like trash. Like, that's the nice thing about making the game. It's like, I'm working on something that's fun. It's not taking advantage of people. It's not garbage. It's not a big piece of shit like subhuman like thing that everything is in this country.
Share in cash flow as well.
Are you not eligible for government work, dude? That's not work. That's just like, at that point, just go on welfare. I would just go on welfare if that's just stupid. Why would I want to work for the government? Why would I want to work for, this, it's like, what? I'd rather sell drugs than do that, dude.
New creator economy where everyone that has some sort of name is trying to launch their own deodorant or a liquor or product, but there's a lot of competition.
But you know why? Because it's consumable, so it's repeatable.
It's like all these people that are in charge of things are scam artists. And it's like, are you going to suck up to the scam artist? Or are you going to be like, oh, you're nice clothes? And it's like, the emperor has no clothes. Like, no, the emperor has no clothes. I'm not going to like pretend the emperor has clothes. It gets to a point where you're just like, yeah, this is stupid, dude. This is like retarded. Like, it's just retarded. It's like literally just retarded.
You just get one sale. You get sales continuously over and over and again. So if you get into the consumer space, you make fortunes.
What made you get into tequila of all things?
Funny thing is, we got into the tequila space purely.
Like this guy is like, whatever. It was like a scam artist. These are all scam artists. It's inversely success in the modern world is inversely correlated with, like, not success. And you can be successful, have a good life, have kids, have a family, or whatever. But mega success, like being able to actually like have a good life at this point, like an actually good life that boomers had, is like inversely correlated with being a piece of shit or being a good person. It's positively correlated with being a piece of shit, and that is the case. And it's like at a certain point, it's like, what are you gonna gaslight me about this? Like, dude, look around you, dude. The president is advertising a UFC fight match on the lawn, sponsored by steak.
by accident. For 20 plus years, we've done bars, restaurants and clubs in the UK, and it's called El Diablo Tequila and Taco Bar. And my oldest son, Lee, said to me, Dad, why don't we start our own tequila brand? Well, Tommy, you know, I completely dismissed it offhand because I'm a lot older than you are, but my recollection of tequila was waking up the
Never
next
forget
day.
Trump coin. Yeah, but that's just that. I mean, that wasn't surprising. Like advertising stake.com on as a president is like actually kind of crazy. With Trump doing a scam coin, that's like just completely like whatever. That's not actually surprising.
Feeling horrible, feeling sick. But Worry was super smart. He handed it over to our marketing guys who came back and said, this thing is blowing up. At some point, tequila will take over the vodka for the, you know, for the biggest segment of the alcohol space. But everything we do has to be premium, smooth, quality, you know, that's our ethos. So all of our tequila flavors are reposado based, and our reposados are aged for a minimum of 10 months in a barrel.
Would you say of all the different business you do that you try and be in the premium space rather than the
Always.
low price?
That's where all the money is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The margins are bigger.
Our next stop is to a marketing firm where two gentlemen are going to be pitching Rob on a proposal to help grow his tequila brand.
Good morning. Going to the 23rd floor, Dolphin Entertainment, Mark Anderson.
You can become like Nick and make millions. No, I can't do it. I can't. One of my flaws, but like I think is a good aspect of me, but it is like a flaw in today's day and age. Is like I can't pretend to care about something I don't care about. I can't like. I really can't. I mean, I can put on a good face. I can do my best about things I don't care about for the benefit of other people, but I can't do that sort of stuff. I'm not gifted. I'm not eloquent like that, and I'm not driven like that, and I'm not motivated like that. I don't give a fuck about politics. Stupid, dude. I could much more enthusiastically do a stake slot stream where I do slots on stake.com. I'd be happy to do that far more than try to do a political, like talk about politics. It's so stupid. Politics is like so stupid, dude.
Hey. Mark, how are you?
Great to see
Good
you.
to see you. And
Good,
you,
welcome.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good to meet you, Tommy.
Tommy,
How are you?
Mark,
I mean, look how foggy that is.
did you bring that with you? Is
I
this
must,
from Manchester?
I must have done.
Rob, I don't know if you can guess this, but how many employees would you think you have?
Oh, we have close to 200
And around the world?
around the world, yeah.
High-level players, it seems like what they're really good at is finding an expert right-hand man, manager.
Jovian sent $10 Sa Ame Niggy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's just done, dude.
They're better than who you are. You know, most people are better than me.
So you're more big picture, long-term vision. You're not playing in the day-to-day.
You know, this is where we want to get to. This is how quick.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Julian. Very nice donation.
We would like to get there.
Yeah.
Please help us do it. You know, over to you guys.
Are you a 7 days a week kind of guy?
Absolutely. 20 hours a day. Because of the time difference of you know, the different markets that we're in, you have to be.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's why I look so bad, Tommy. For 55.
I try and get 4 hours sleep.
How do you see the markets change?
Yeah, and then there's BS, and it's like, you know who believes it is like Indians and like Chinese people and like stupid people. And it's like, whoa, he works 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. He has 4 hours of sleep. It's like, why are we pretending? Like, why are any of us pretending any of this is real? How are any of us pretending that like this guy who sold a marketing company for $500 million in his 20s, which is obviously just fraud, he's working 20 hours a day? It's just not real. It's just like it's also fake. It's also gay. This whole thing, it's like so stupid. But they just dangle things in front of people, and people are like, "Oh, I'll do it. Okay, fine. I'll do this. Fine. Yeah, I'll pretend." And it's just everyone's so eager to like please these retarded like freaks.
Changing right now? Because like, do you still see the United States as one of the financial superpowers, or do you feel like we're an empire on decline?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No one can touch the US. Not militarily, but also
What happened to that dude? Give you what was the dude's name? That was Signal Boot. I don't know what happened to him. I told him I talked to him a bit. I think he got better mentally, so he stopped giving me money, which is good. Yeah, I like money, but I'm happy that he's doing well.
As well. Can't get near the US. Good to meet you in person. How are you?
You doing all right?
Yeah, good, thank you. Mark, Charlie, you know, one of the main reason I'm here in New York is, you know, we've got a lot of media stuff going on. We've got TMZ interviewing us. The idea is blow the brand up, blow up the TV show, the documentary, and all that sort of stuff.
Maybe he died. Do you regret all the DoorDash? No, I don't regret DoorDash, dude. Never regret DoorDash.
Simon, what's the update on Salt Key?
The outline, approval or consent that we've actually got from government at the moment, it basically approves us as it does in the Bahamas, it approves us as partners and developers.
Look at Japanese salaryman, that's your future. Yeah, no, dude, that's not what we're getting, dude. Newsflash, the American population and the European population isn't consisting of, number one, it's not consisting of Japanese people. Number two, it's not even consisting of white people anymore, dude. It's consisting of like weird scammers and like skinwalkers who people think are white.
And owners, if we wanted to push the numbers up slightly, we could do. But at the moment, the figures work very nicely the way it is.
Yeah.
We're looking for, smaller numbers, but higher value.
Yeah.
8 million and up, really.
Is that what the villas will get? 8 million for each one, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. The five beds will. Because they're all, pretty much beachfront.
All right, perfect. That's good news. I'm going to meet Abjijit and just to
Maybe
find
you can DoorDash while streaming, you can make money. Yeah, dude. They do that. And I can do OnlyFans at the same time.
Is the 160 million we're going to provide for the Dubai hotel, yeah? All right, Simon, I'll catch you later. Take care. Thank you. Bye.
I think a lot of people right now, like we're in an era where I read that more people than ever are having 2 jobs in America. More people than ever are graduating college and not having a job.
Yeah.
Making money, it feels like it's coming out of a lot of people's hands. Like it's the American dream is slipping away. What would be your perspective on that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the sad thing is, going back many, many decades, 1 job would be enough to sustain a family. Now 2 isn't even enough. So people are looking for the get me out of jail scenario.
Did you grow up wealthy?
Absolutely not. My dad
Owned a diamond mine.
was my inspiration and the reason that I became as successful as I did. Go to work, come home, have your tea or your evening meal, and go to bed. That was it. And I was 18 at the time, and I thought, I cannot have a life like this. Love my dad to like you won't believe.
What did he do?
He was an upholsterer. The proudest moment in my life wasn't when I made my first million.
I made my first $500 million selling my marketing company.
Dad saying to a friend of mine, we would not have seen the world if it wasn't for Robert and Michelle, my wife.
Let's head to our next spot.
Yeah.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was actually 24.
And how'd you make it?
I had a marketing company. Are you familiar with the term closed user group? So a closed user group is basically you're using a number of people to leverage for products and services. And we offer discounts on everyday living, a bit like cashback,
or
concierge and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but in a bigger scale.
And how old were you when you made your first billion?
That's a good question. The last 50.
And what was the play?
I stopped counting, Tommy.
Yeah?
Because you do.
So was it a milestone that you tried to hit, or was it where you were conscious of it, like, boom, I hit it for the first time?
No, not really. I just knew I was always going to get there at some point.
First million about 23, first billion about 50.
Yes, maybe a bit before that, but and then who knows where next.
Is there a yearly return you look for in an investment?
12 to 16% is the range that we look for.
And if you can
That's insane. That's like not normal. That's like bizarre, not normal, insane.
Say land those, you grow exponentially in your wealth.
Compound, yeah.
So that's roughly every like 4.5 years you double your money.
Double.
Pretty remarkable what compound interest can do.
It's great. It's what did Albert Einstein say?
I was just thinking of that.
Yeah.
There's no more powerful force in the universe than compound interest.
Compounding, yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy Einstein quote.
One of the things I was always focused as a young guy was saving as much as I possibly could. So I remember I lived with my aunt and uncle for a year for free. I was investing
know
that
that.
money.
Yeah.
And I could have had my own apartment. I could have lived it up. I could have gone
Super
out. I didn't
smart.
go to bars. I didn't do anything else besides work, sleep, work out. And I ended up using some of that money to buy my first property. It was a 4-unit building in Milwaukee, because I know that it steamrolls. Once you get one, then it helps you get two, and then all of a sudden you can start really picking things up. But I think right now where the economy is, a lot of people watching this, what their frustration might be is, yes, I want to be in the mutual funds. I want to be in real estate. But right now I'm living so paycheck to paycheck that I don't even know how to get ahead.
I mean, you know, the first foundation of creating wealth is savings and paying yourself first. If someone was, let's say,
Yeah, if you're working at Walmart, if you're working at McDonald's, you just gotta get your savings up and you just gotta pay yourself.
making $1,000 a week, if they were just to pay themselves first before anything else, that $100, would they really miss it that much? In creating wealth, you've got to have discipline.
Yeah, so it sounds like one thing you're saying is automate your savings. Like, for example, even if it's $50 a week, put it into your Vanguard account, put it into your mutual funds, so it's already gone, you don't miss it. Find a way to make it happen.
You have to do. No credit cards, because all you're doing is becoming enslaved to.
Do you leverage debt to grow your wealth?
Always, you have to.
But not,
No credit cards though. No credit cards, but definitely take on debt. Take on debt to leverage your wealth, but never get it. If you go into debt with a credit card, it's like a slavery thing, but it's obviously never a credit card.
high interest credit cards.
No.
What are some books you found foundational to your thinking?
So the three main books that changed my life and made
I'm
me
also a billionaire, by the way. But yeah, they never do credit cards or debt because that's like enslaving to debt. But use debt to grow your wealth. But yeah, I made $1 billion.
what I am today is Think and Grow Rich.
Napoleon
Hill, everyone knows. How many people read it and applied the principles? Richest Man in Babylon. And the third one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Kiyosaki, you know, he's a big hero of mine.
You gotta own stuff to be wealthy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he broke down the...
My Hacking Crypto is tanking, Paul. Yeah, I think then they blow things up in Iran or something today. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, you can't, that's like what people don't get, or boomers don't get, what a lot of people don't get, is that you can't plan. It's like the Bible says, it's like, why a foolish man builds his house upon the sand and a wise man builds his house upon the rock. And the problem is our society is so fucked and horrible and corrupt and just full of scams. The only rock is yourself. Like, literally the only rock is you and what you can do. You can't try to, like, oh, just do this, put money into investments. It's like, dude, who knows? That money might be valuable, might not. You know, the president's sons, they minted like $1 billion, then gave themselves $1 billion or whatever with like crypto scams. You know, so like, who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? But you can't do that. You have to like literally try to figure out something for yourself, and that's the only people you see who are happy are the people who've done something for themselves. And that's, once again, so what that means is you can't take advice from boomers. You can't take advice from like people. Like, people are not. Like, the path forward is like doing things yourself. And there was a good Sam Hyde video about a while ago, something about being a man is like inherently lonely or whatever, but that is like true. Like, you maybe got one or two people in your life that you can actually be honest with and like plan for the future, because everyone else is shit and they're not trustworthy. They're not reliable. They'll screw you over. They'll just completely fuck you over, and they're not thoughtful and they don't care. And they will take years of your life if you let them. They'll literally just take years of your entire life, and waste your time. So like, that's the thing, is like, you can't, it's just not, this isn't America. Like, when people say America, they talk about like the 1950s or like before that, in the 1930s, 1920s, 1800s. What that was a place of white people. Some of them are shitty, some of them are bad people, but a lot of them are good people. And you can actually trust that, hey, I can go work, whatever. I can go work at Ford's factory and get a living wage, and I'm not going to be screwed over, and he's not trying to fuck me over. In fact, he's trying to pay me so much that the Dodge brothers, with their fun logo, sue me, or sue the Ford brothers, or sue Ford, so I can't be paid well, because the Dodge brothers sue, Henry Ford. And that's a funny story, but whatever. That's what America is. America is people trying to help each other out. We're not in America. Okay. There are Americans. There are people who are honest, who want to work, who want to do things. That's not most people. And unfortunately, what that means is you have to really limit your scale and limit your scope if you want to do something. If you just want to be like a whatever citizen of the world, citizen of, citizen of Kick, citizen of stake.com, citizen of TikTok, citizen of Twitter, yeah, you can then behave in that way and like whatever, make as much millions of dollars as you want or whatever. Probably not going to, but you could. Whatever. But the being an American is like a very rough go of it at this point, because all the institutions are taking over. All the systems are like fucked. They just print themselves money. They give themselves money, and they'll fuck you over if they can. So you have to basically say, okay, well, what is something that these people don't do, which is work? What do they not do is they don't actually have discipline. They don't actually work in an honest way. They try to figure out a way. They might be disciplined in terms of scamming. They might be disciplined in terms of, okay, well, here's our plan, and here's how we're going to fuck people over, and here's how we're going to make money. Usually it's not that. Usually just greed. But you say, oh, it's like actually having dignity, actually having honor, actually having like a desire to accomplish things and make things and do things like that, and do your best to get to that. And I mean, that's really, in my opinion, the only path forward to maintain any sort of like being white. Being white isn't about color of skin. It's not about the your ethnicity, really. It's just about like working hard and like actually wanting to make things. And most white people aren't white. White people are essentially black at this point. And there's some black people who are white. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not. There's the worst case scenario is like ending up where you have all these obligations to these types of people and the system and like things like that, to the point where you are a slave, where you're basically like, oh, well, I can't have an opinion. I can't be myself. I can't be honest. I can't speak the truth, because if I do, well, I'm not going to be able to afford private school. If I do, I'm going to lose my house. If I do, you have to. And unfortunately, unless you have parents who are to give you a lot of money, or unless you've saved a lot of money, that's a very slow grind. It's a very slow grind, and it's a very like plodding grind, but it's better to own what you have and to own it in a real way because you earned it, despite whatever, than to get it because like Clavicular, who's in bed with, Jewish mobsters, apparently, that's not going to end well for him. There's no way that ends well. There's zero outcome in which that ends well. Best case scenario, he like is a moron and just like lives an entire life somehow happy doing whatever he's doing. That's not going to happen, obviously. That's not the way you want to have things happen. Paul, why don't you try to carve little figures and then make molds out of them and sell little figurines? Why don't I just be Indian? Why don't I sell drugs, dude? Be a Chad Indian drug dealer. No, why I don't want to. That's not like a real thing. That's like scam. It's like shit. Like, oh, maybe you're passionate about that, and that'd be cool. Maybe you're passionate about it, and you can find you're making art about it. But I'm not passionate. I'm not gonna do stuff. There's stuff you have to do, like taking showers. I'm not passionate about taking showers, but I got to do it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, people complain. So I have to take showers, right? But there's stuff you have to do. Take the garbage out, make food, eat food, sleep. Those are like requirements. Pay bills to live, right? But I'm not being required to make little figurines and sell them on Etsy. So even if they made money, I don't think I'd be doing that. Sorry.
The old paradigm, didn't it? That go to school, get a great education, get a job. With that job, pay off the debt for getting that great education.
So what was your takeaway from that marketing meeting?
Good meeting. It always helps when, they come highly recommended. They're a public company. And if Mark and Charlie can help increase the sales of our tequila, I'm all in.
It's like this, working at a gas station they sell crack pipes at gas stations. You can sell crack. If you're gonna do that, they sell cigarettes. They sell just shitty food. Just sell drugs at that point. Same thing with Walmart. It's like, oh, you're gonna work at Walmart, make minimum wage, or whatever, make a decent, not even minimum wage, make more, maybe a manager at Walmart or whatever. They sell like things that just hurt people, and like that's how they do it, and they destroy businesses. If you're going to do that, if you're going to implicitly like participate in ruining people's lives, just sell drugs, just kill people, be a hitman, whatever. Do illegal things explicitly that can actually make you money, rather than this like pussyfooting around like, well, I got it, it's legit. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you're going to make not good money doing bad things, just do bad things to make a lot of money. Actually bad things that you can own and be like, yeah, I'm a bad person, I did bad things, I got money. Because then it's like, you know, you actually have the dignity of being like, yeah, I'm a bad person, I do bad things, and I make money. Rather than, yeah, I'm a mediocre person and I do bad things and I make mediocre money. It's like, it's not stupid.
Next, Rob was having a lunch meeting with a heavy hitter tied to the richest families in India to discuss a $160 million development deal.
For weed, it's easy and fun. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would sell like psychedelics if I was going to do that. If I was going to sell drugs. Because I think a lot of people ruin their life, but I also don't think they're that bad. And I think they're more interesting than like SSRIs and stuff like that. I 100% would do that. Like if I had nothing going on and I had no like whatever creativity, I would 100% just sell them on the clear net. I would buy them off the dark web and then sell them on the clear net for like 10x markup, and then just, you know, make a lot of money on that. Yeah, grow mushrooms. Yeah, I do that, dude. Although mushrooms aren't really, of all the drugs you can buy, but that sort of, that's not really, that's, you can get those so cheap online, you know, because it's like not prosecuted at all. But which is why I appreciate Clive's honesty. He's going to do what benefits him most. No, that's the thing. It's not benefiting. It's retarded. That's another thing too. It's like, it's retarded, dude. Going to work with the Jewish mob, that's like so retarded. It's like insane. It's like, whatever. You can work with people and then find out, oh, this person's connected to this. And then it's like, I should have known better, but, you know, that's silly me. I wasn't thinking about it. I was making money. Explicitly working with somebody who's like connected to like Jewish crime is so stupid. It's like literally one of the dumbest things I've heard like this entire year, honestly. And I've heard some dumb things, but that's really like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Like so stupid, dude.
Dubai. Unfortunately, the restaurant had a no filming policy, and partway through the meeting, Rob got a call that his TMZ interview was here, so he gathered up his family and went out to the reporter.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you in New York City. How are you? I mean, obviously the tequila's doing it pretty amazing right now. What was the goal of the tequila? Like, you know, there's a lot of celebrity tequilas out there. There's a lot of competition in the tequila world. What makes your tequila different?
Better quality, 8 different expressions, 3 flavors that are amazing on their own or in cocktails.
Yeah. Since you guys are the family, you know, we've seen you guys on TV and stuff like that. When you guys go home, how do you guys turn off work and just have a regular family life? You know, is it a constant business conversation, or what's the conversation at home?
We're a strong team. We're lucky in some ways. I've got an older brother, obviously 3 younger sisters. As you can tell, a lot more good looking than myself. But
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's insane, yeah. I thought this was an Indian person, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this woman was an Indian. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this, what are we gonna do? Pretend? Are we gonna pretend that like chavs are like made their money legitimately and like they're billionaires legitimately? It's like, no, these are just crime people, dude. I don't think it's just gay crime. It's just like so stupid. It's like, if all you want in the world is like money. Like, there's a point where it's like, yeah, it's nice to have nice things. It's nice to have a house. It's nice to have 3 houses. It's nice to have a nice car. But if all you want in life is money, it's like, are you retarded? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we work together as a team.
We're a very strong Christian family.
Well,
Just want to put that out there, Adam.
Well, very cool, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it.
I can't wait to see more of the places in New York having it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your time again. It's just
So let us know what your plan is this week. I'd love to take you for dinner and have a drink.
Just got out of a lunch meeting, and it's crazy. I mean, you have these ultra wealthy people talking about deals, and a lot of it, they're not even paying taxes. Like, I learned that me and all my
The
guys
point
at
is,
the table
Clive, it
pay
knows
more
they're
in
terrible people and he's doing it
taxes.
anyway. Yeah, the thing is, I don't care. I hope he works out because I like him. But like the fact that I haven't heard about that until today, and it's like, how did I not hear about that? How did nobody mention that? That's like insane. Like, how has this been known for weeks and nobody's talked about? Like, that's actually insane. And it's like, whatever. And that's why it's upsetting. It's like, dude, what, like, what are you doing? How did you end up doing that, dude? That's so stupid.
Some of these really, really wealthy businessmen that have hotels all around the world, businesses.
And it's like if I saw that and I didn't say anything, I would be like bad. Like, to me, that's like such a, like, if you see somebody doing something crazy like that, it's like, dude, come on, bro. Like, that's like insane.
Around the world. And it just makes me think it is a crazy system that the little guys are the ones paying the large portion of taxes with the big fish. They're just taking advantage of loopholes that are illegal. But to think that I paid more in taxes than Donald Trump, I pay more in taxes than a multi-billionaire. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing to think. So I've now met 3 billionaires, and all of them work their ass off. Like, you would think if you made $1 billion, you spend the rest of your life on a beach, you don't care. All of these guys I've met so far, they are 7 days a week working, building the next project. And I think it's almost like they treat business like a game. And I think you have to, if you're gonna be the Michael Jordan of business and become a billionaire, you have to be in the gym.
They own the clubs, the government down there. It's the Mormons and Miami is just Jewish people. I mean, most of Florida is Jewish people, dude. Even Fishback, the next governor of Florida, he's Jewish.
Making deals.
The next president of the United States is Jewish, James Fishback.
It's making investments and it's growing their wealth. Is it fair to say that I probably pay more in taxes than you?
This might hurt. Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. No question about
every
it.
person.
I think the great Warren Buffett said the same thing. The average American pay more in taxes than he does, from a percentage standpoint, that is.
What do you think about that?
Well, from someone from my side of the coin, if you will, I think it's genius, because it's all about being smart and creating the right tax-efficient structures. So not tax avoidance, tax efficient.
But let's demystify this. So part of it is because of where you invest, right? Like, give some examples of places that are 0% tax places.
Bahamas, Turks and Caicos Islands, Cayman Islands, British Virgin Islands.
Do you have properties in all of these places?
Yes, we do.
Wow. And so you're a big hotel and mixed use, like villa type of guy. That's one of your big plays.
One of the big plays, yeah.
So for someone that is a W-2 worker, is there any tax advice you can give them, or are you just playing in a different ballpark at the moment than they are?
Yeah, what this means is like he made a bunch of money like from brown people. He just made a bunch of money from immigrants coming in. And it's like, cool. That's cool, dude.
Absolutely. They're just, they've got to get out of that.
So being an entrepreneur and leveraging the tax code, that's one of the keys to start to magnify wealth.
Very true.
How did you discover this?
Even down just to your home and your mortgage is a tax write-off. As long as you're, part of your bills it's classed as your office.
Your father was an upholsterer.
Correct.
How did you start to learn all of these business techniques and trades?
Well, books is always one, isn't it? Trainings, going to seminars, becoming more, more intelligent, more aware. But I think we said it earlier on, it's all down to discipline, taking action and doing what you've been taught.
We're going into the Ritz-Carlton, which your friend owns, and the cameras have to be low until we get to a meeting room, but it's going to be a pretty fancy, remarkable place once we get to a place where you can see it. Can you tell us about how diversified you are, what industries you're in, where your wealth is concentrated?
40%, 20%, 15, 10. 40% real estate.
I work 20 hours a day, but I'm going to give you an interview, dude. I'm going to give you an hour interview. I'm just going to work 20 hours a day, but yeah, here's a YouTube interview.
Renewable energy. 15% index funds, 15% private equity, and 10% is hedge.
And is cash also on that 10%?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And
which is normally about 3%. We keep cash.
And which of these sectors are you most excited about right now?
Oh, always real estate, but this is a big play right now.
And what do you love about real estate?
The cash flow it gives you, but also on top of that, the asset appreciation.
Renewable energy?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So there we have holdings, wind farms, solar farms, battery storage, places like Puerto Rico, Spain, Italy, France.
I'm guessing there's incentives to invest into that as well.
Subsidies.
Green energy subsidies.
Yeah, and then, you know, renewable energy is the next phase where fortunes are going to be made.
Are you good at saying, even if there's an opportunity that you can make a lot of money, backing off if it's not in your area of expertise?
Don't go near it, because then it becomes a gamble instead of a guarantee.
Index funds, that's a mixture of mutual and individual stocks?
Yeah, and gives you the compounded effect.
What is the best single investment you have ever made?
Definitely in the West Virginia coal mine.
Can you tell me what the input funds are and what it potentially could make?
My investment in the coal mine, the slave
anywhere
factory,
between 1.5 and
the slave
5.4
area
at the current valuation.
Billion. Would you say there's a little bit of luck in something like that?
Of course it is, but you have to have the means and the funds ready to deploy in a great opportunity.
And what is the single greatest loss that you've experienced in business?
That would be down to having the wrong partners, trusting people that you cared about, and greed and jealousy got them to turn on you. You know, it's not every deal that you do makes you money, but if you win more than you lose, you know, and let the numbers look after themselves, you'll be okay.
Right now in the United States, there are people that look at billionaires as heroes, and there's some that look at them as villains. What do you make of that?
That only jealous people think that way. With money, a lot of good can be done. And I don't really care what people think. You know, we just keep going ahead. We have our principles, our disciplines, our techniques, our philosophies, and we just stick to that. And try and help people along the way, if we can.
What are some money-making techniques or inside tips that you could say to the audience?
Simple, isn't it? Pay yourself first. Put the money into investments. Create multiple streams of income.
Oh yeah, the coal stuff is crazy.
Learn.
Like just divorced from anything. Like that's like insane. Like that's such an unenviable job. That's like a horrible life. I don't know. I don't even know how people do it. That's like it's like insane. It's like it's still going on. It's been going on for so long. I mean, you have to have people do it in order for things to work. But it's just like, damn, that's crazy. It's so like, because to me that like the coal stuff, that's like where people are when people say like, oh, well, why don't you work at a coal factory? I have the same reaction to that as like, oh, do this, do that. It's like, no. It's like if it like kills your spirit, if it like makes you miserable, if it like takes away your soul. It's the same thing as like working in a coal thing where it's like literally just like killing you for money. And it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I refuse. I'd rather starve to death than do that. I'd rather sell drugs and get killed than do that.
Be disciplined, and time will take anyone to wealth creation.
What was I going to say?
We're going to have to shoot Tommy for this because I can't be late on this next one.
Gotta move?
Yeah, we got to move.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Guys, ready?
Rob said he was considering buying one of his kids a penthouse in New York, so he cruised over for a showing. And as a simple Midwestern guy, I was interested to see what a luxury apartment in New York City looked like.
Christian.
Hey Christian, great to meet you. I'm Rob.
This is Rob.
Thank you.
Let's get started. Welcome to the building, by the way.
Nice. I can keep the door open while they come in.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. You let me know how you want to.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's so insane. Like looking at the camera while doing that. That's literally like psychotic freak behavior, dude.
This is the great room. You have over 20-foot ceilings here and a triple exposure. So we're looking out west, south, and north as well. So we have this listed for rent at $50,000.
Well, it really is like what's really annoying about this? No, what's really crazy about this is like that they would do it. It's like, how are they that tone deaf? Like, how are they that stupid to like the actually smart ones are just not going on TV, not going on camera. It's like so dumb to do this.
A month.
Like, what do you gain? You get nothing from this. Nobody's gonna like this video. Nobody's gonna watch it. Like, whoa, it's so cool. Wow. It's like best case scenario, nothing happens. Like worst case scenario, somebody like insane person watches it. Like, I hate this person, and they start stalking you. It's literally just so stupid, dude. Yeah, it's like Ali Jamal, dude. You're just jealous of Ali Jamal, bro. You just don't have the work ethic of Ali Jamal and his family, dude. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that's reality. Maybe I'm just jealous of the brain power and work ethic of Ali Jamal's family. I don't know, though. I don't know. Am I maybe more upset or more not thrilled with the fact that somebody like Ali Jamal has money and is in my country? I don't know. He's a very nice kid, though. He's a very nice guy. How old is he? 30? He's a very nice kid, and I wish him all the best. And his family all the best.
Deal for what it is.
I love the balcony.
So it's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom.
Yeah, 360.
You are currently in the primary wing.
So what's your role in the tequila?
Dr. Jamal. Yeah, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's over, dude. When you see Ali Jamal's mansion, you should say to yourself, okay, it's done. It's over. There's no political will for this to be reversed. And the fact that it got to this in the first place, it's done. It's over. It's finished. Done. It's over. It's finished.
All is the sales on that side. I've got a lot of friends over in California, the West Coast. It's all about people skills. If you read all the books, you know, it's how to win friends and influence people, ask people questions. You know, everyone loves talking about themselves. You've got to remember in life you have to be humble. Remember where you came from. Obviously, it's not always where you're going. It's the journey, not the destination. And putting the right people together. You know, everyone's got strengths.
It's true. Facts. Honestly, just facts. I read How to Win Friends and Influence People. My dad sold me company for $600 million.
And weaknesses. You've got to understand what they are. You've got to learn them quick. And putting the right people in the right tasks, because we can't do everything.
Okay, so how long you
Come play in Ali Jamal's funhouse. I like Ali Jamal. I have nothing against him. But it's a lot like if you see a homeless cat in like a penthouse, you're like, well, I'm glad this homeless cat has a nice penthouse in New York City, but something is wrong when there's a homeless person outside and there's a starving person outside and a bunch of them, and then there's a homeless cat with one eye in a penthouse. What's going on here? You know, I wish the cat all the best, but there are homeless people everywhere you look.
Luxury real estate business.
This is my 11th year in the business.
Views like this every single day is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Seeing here.
So this is the crown jewel of the building. This building was originally built as a condominium. So these were set to be sold. A property management company purchased the entire building, and this is now their crown jewel in their portfolio, on their East Coast portfolio.
So these are the World Trade Centers?
Is that the one?
That was the one that fell because of burning furniture. And they're definitely people
Oh, that's so funny.
on rooftops celebrating.
Moving on.
So his tequila company has a billboard that's going to pop up in about 4 or 5 minutes.
It's definitely not this. Yeah.
But we're not sure where it is, and it's raining buckets.
Yeah, if you don't get what like we're doing, it's called griefing. If you don't know what griefing is, look it up. That is like what I've been doing ever since, what is it, 2019, 2020? That is my actual goal. That is my actual, and this is me being sincere, this is my actual like purpose of like saying these things. It's griefing, because we're in a GTA roleplay server that is hostile and illegitimate and fake. And if you're not griefing, you're like, what are you, retarded? Are you participating?
How to build $1 billion brand. Sometimes it takes getting your shoes dirty to make some money in this business, eh?
Yeah, there it is. Welcome to New York, huh? Oh, this is UK weather.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should be used to this, right?
Yeah. But we don't go out in this. We're not mad enough to go out in this.
Well, you're mad, eh?
Leave that, you know. Pity, innit? We've been filming indoors. We should have done this.
It's a bunch of bullocks, I think. So tell me about a really low moment in your life. and how you made it through?
No, a lot. The greatest low moment is obviously losing my dad. Never come to terms with
The
it.
greatest
every
low
day,
moment.
You know,
How old were you when that happened?
7 years ago in February, so it still hurts.
Your bro looks real shook up.
man. Because you
Bro looks real shook up, dude. Bro looks real hurt about it, dude.
wish you could call him up. There's so much advice and questions and guidance.
Oh no. But my biggest regret is when I used to pull up at my mum and dad's and Michelle would run in and talk to my mum for something. And my dad would come to the window and I'd
You get
be
hair
too
plugs?
busy
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't get hair plugs,
to
no.
get out the car and go in.
Yeah, I think death reminds us how precious this all is, and to think I haven't seen my mom too often. I've been too busy working, and I think, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
So I actually am seeing my mom next week, but it is crazy that we could be too busy building our empire to see the most important people in our life.
And you blink, and they're not there, you know?
I feel what he said about his dad very strongly, and it makes me think how much more I'm going to prioritize seeing my mom, but then also business-wise. Every time I get to go home early to see my kid and my wife, my dog early, I take it because I know I'm going to blink and my boy's going to be in school, going to high school, going to college, out of the house.
Yeah, that's how you know. I like Tommy G, but bro's a little lost. Like, yeah, my kid's going to high school. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Why would your kid go to high school? Why would you ever subject your child to that, ever?
And if you don't dial into these moments, they pass you by. And I think that's the weird thing in life is we're all well aware of it, but it takes loss or it takes missing that for the message to hit home. So we're going back to Times Square. Rob's a family man, and he wants to get the family to all see the billboard together, make it a nice moment. I think this is cool, prioritizing what's important, because it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank, if you don't have anyone to share it with or anyone to love, money's pretty worthless, I think. So back into the rain to continue this adventure.
Oh, it's coming now, isn't it? Yeah! Naked Diablo.
Oh yeah, baby. Come on.
I think it's cool to try and involve your family in the business, because then you get to share it with them. You get to, like, I know I want my boy to be really educated on real estate and YouTube and how to handle money overall, because I want him to go out into this new world and be able to fend for himself and be able to make his own money. From what I hear, we got a cool segment coming for you next. We're gonna get in the Ubers and head to the next scene. We'll see you guys there.
Folks, I believe the early 2000s may very well have been the pinnacle of gangster rap. So at this next stop, Rob goes on the podcast of Tony Yayo, a famous member of the rap group G Unit that consisted of 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, and Young Buck. Here's how it went.
So I think something that's important to highlight is, like, what I find interesting about you, Rob, is, like, what time did you wake up this morning?
3 a.m.
3 a.m.?
Local time.
Okay, so you've been hustling around the clock.
Yeah, dude. That's like, what is he doing? He's marketing drugs to like black people. That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool, dude. You're selling drugs to black people. That's so like admirable and good. Very good. That's awesome. That's so cool, bro. That's what all discipline takes. You sell drugs to people who have government banking. So people who get money from the government and they get stimuluses every month and they have problems with drugs and sell drugs to them. That's awesome. That's a really good way to make money. Now that's what it's all about.
This is a level of dedication I think a lot of people wouldn't have to their job. And I guess there's a reason why he's getting deals to his phone, investing in companies, buying properties across the world. Just interesting to see into this.
Just a good guy, dude. Just a good guy. What are you jealous? Are you jealous of his tequila empire, bro? Selling drugs to black people. And that's like the most non-white thing that's so obnoxious and annoying. Where it's like, oh, you're just jealous. Like, no, I'm not jealous of crypto scams. I'm not jealous of people selling tequila to black people. I just don't like it. I hate it, and I think very lowly of it. And I genuinely think very lowly of people who do it.
I think we hear about billionaires and we picture them just at home, stacking their money, swimming in a bathtub of dollars, but...
it's like somebody who went around raping women in like Australia, like the natives, whatever they're called, the Aboriginals. And it's like, bro, you're just mad I raped 15 Aborigine women. And like, no, number one, that's not hard. They pass out, they sleep on the road. Number two, that's disgusting. Number two, it's just you're a bad person. Yeah, you're just mad I have like 17 different half Aboriginal kids from women I raped. It's like, no, dude, actually I'm not. Actually, I think you're a bad person. And, you know, it's literally what these people do. It's like, bro, I made money on selling alcohol to black people. I just got money from, you know, VC firms for my crypto scam where I made a fake coin. Oh, I did all this stuff. So you're just jealous. Like, no, I'm actually not, dude. I'm just disgusted. And it's disgusting that this is like who is, you know, it's just such a brown, non-real, non-American, non-European like way of seeing things. It's just so bad. It's just literally just so bad, dude.
Everyone that I've met so far that's a billionaire has a extremely structured, busy day, and they work a lot of hours.
Yeah, I mean, no, not yet. Mm-hmm.
It's like at least as somebody who's selling crack and makes money selling crack, they're like, yeah, I'm a bad person. I sell crack to people and I make money. Or like somebody who sells like arms, like an arms dealer. They sell to everybody. Like, yeah, I'm a bad person. I make money. I sell weapons to people. They kill people, child slaves, whatever. These people are like, yeah, it's hard work and reading how to win friends. And you look and it's like, oh, I'm selling alcohol to black people on EBT. And it's like, oh, like, you're a bad person. No, I'm a good person. You're like jealous. It's like, just at least have the honor and dignity to be like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, a bad person. Don't be like, yeah, dude. So that's what it is. Like, that's like the most annoying part. And it's like this, it is like an Indian thing. They're like, oh yeah, I scammed an old lady. I'm the alpha of the village. I just scammed a white woman, an old boomer, for $100,000. Yep, I'm a good person. I'm like the smartest. I'm the best. And it's like this thing that the Jews and like in the settlers like, well, if I didn't steal it, somebody else would. And it's that whole. That's everywhere except for like maybe Japanese people and maybe Chinese people. I don't know. I feel like I'm falling for propaganda. But even most white cultures don't have that. You know, there's like more honor in like being a thief, being like a Robin Hood, being like a, you know, when they stole the jewels from the Louvre, right? It's like, yeah, that's cool. And Hassan said it too, where he's like bank robberies, you know, train heists. That stuff is actually cool. That stuff is actually like so much better than, oh yeah, I made money doing stake.com gambling streams. I made money being a streamer. It's like, no, that's like gay, right? It's so much cooler to be like, yeah, I stole money from a bank. I robbed a Brinks truck and I stole $1 million. That's awesome. That's so much cooler. Like, yeah, you're a bad person. Cool. You know, oh, I robbed the train. You know, oh, I stole jewelry. Rather than, oh yeah, I streamed for 1,000 hours and I made $7 million. It's like, dude, that's so gay, bro.
That's powerful. Like the Fitzpatrick family.
That's it. Tommy meant to sip it. He meant to sip it, not shoot it. You know.
That was some Wisconsin boy stuff.
Oh,
right
okay. Yeah.
That's good. Most of the time when I drink tequila, it makes me make a face.
Did you make a movie about being a streamer? Yeah, dude, it'd be called like the gayest movie ever. That would be the title of it. And there'd be people sitting at the computer talking to like people. It's sad though, and the thing is, like, what's actually sad about it is like, this isn't like it's not gonna get better. That's what I keep saying. Like, that's like the part that you really have to reckon with and like wrestle with, or I have to, and like is like, that's why I like try to do stuff and stay busy. Like, it's not gonna get better, and there's no, everything gets monetized, and like everybody has a price, right? So it's like, yeah, at a certain point, it's like, the more likely somebody is to do something, the more they'll get paid until they don't do anything. People get crushed under their own comfort. And the system self-balances. It's not even like people. It's not even like, oh, like this group is doing this or these people are doing this, so we need to stop them. it's an amorphous thing that, you know, it has many different avatars, it has many different faces, many different costumes, but it's just like it's an amorphous thing, and people go, oh, it's a demons or it's like the devil. It's like, no, it's not that. It's like it's self-balancing. It's a self-balancing system that corrects itself, and every time something comes up against it, it gets smarter. It builds in counterbalances and counterweights. So like you can attack the system, but if you don't beat it, if you don't destroy it, then it'll correct itself. Any sort of inefficiency it had, any sort of failure mode it had, it'll build up like a scabs and build up like protection against that avenue of attack. And every single attack against it makes it stronger, unless you can like completely destroy it. Then you're gonna, it's not gonna be destroyed. It'll just get stronger.
Oh, you won't do, because that is smooth and brilliant.
Ooh, I'm back in action, okay?
Awfully negative stream. Yeah, because of you, dude. Because of your negative comments for no reason. You set it up. Now enjoy
Have
it.
you tried it or not?
Not yet.
Which one?
Yeah, come on, let's partake. Let's have.
Yeah, just gotta.
Being a little bit of a wild chap.
And that's the thing too. That's also like, it's like if everybody else, like the way they're doing it, it's like if they had a change of heart, they couldn't express it honestly. They're locked in, so like you can't trust them. Where it's like for me, if I had a change of heart and I was like, yeah, we can do this, this, and this, you guys could believe me because like I'm willing to tell you I don't think there's like any positive path forward. Like, because at the end of the day, what am I? It's like, I'm me, right? I'm an imperfect person, and I have different like ways of seeing the world, and sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just telling you. That's why it's like you're getting actually different. Like, I'm just expressing myself in a different way, different times, because I'm not selling you something. I'm not lying to you. I'm not like trying to push you towards something for some goal. I'm just expressing myself in an honest way. But and the crazy thing is, if it ever took off, if it ever got popular, I would probably just end up like everyone else. I would end up like, oh, I'm making money, so now I'm happy, and I would just say nonsense. Like my streaming thing is like inversely correlated with like popularity of streaming, and like money made. More money made, the less the less value you get from it, and the less money I make, the more you get because the more I'm honest with you. So, just consider that, and consider I might not be the only person that's for.
Drinking it all. Shit. Yeah, so I speak at the 1640 family office. Okay. Out there. So
see,
if you
just got done. It's like a 15, 16-hour day.
Takes forever to get
there. Do another deal. That's how this guy operates.
The drive is horrendous.
Good thing there is.
I had a great time.
What we had set up, Tommy, a couple of weeks ago, could have been a bit more spectacular than today, because the snowstorm and shit got in the way.
But we still got action. We still got deals.
Yeah.
And to me, my message for everyone out there is take inspiration from this. Whatever journey you're on, hustling, making moves, like the way you operate, you're working 7 days a week because you're excited about life. Me too. That's the same way I operate.
You just don't know how long you've got.
Yes. So the mission of life is to find something that you're excited about, do it well, knock it out of the park. And that could be anything that you're into. So back home, get moving, get hustling, rock and roll. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you guys next week.
There doesn't even drink his drink. That's crazy. Remember, guys, you can always sell liquor to black people. Look, all you gotta do, you just have to sell liquor to black people, bro. Do you think things have advanced so much that society will never, at least for decades or centuries, be pressured to change? Yeah, no, it's not going to get better. I really think, and I've said this before, and I don't know if people really get this because it's like too vague and it's like too crazy, too schizo for you guys to get. But I think after World War II, I don't think it gets over since then. And it's not like, ooh, based. It's like, oh, like all these countries. It's like, it makes no sense. Why did we use USSR? And once again, this is just too, like, this isn't good presentation or whatever. Why did we use Soviet propaganda, which is the Holocaust, during a war with the Soviets? What country just say Iran was at war with Israel, hypothetically. Why would Iran put Israeli propaganda in their school if they're actually at war with Israel? Why would Israel put Iranian propaganda in their school if they're actually at war with, the other country? That's what we did. We put all the Holocaust stuff and all like the stuff like that. That was direct Soviet propaganda while we were at war with them. It makes zero sense. It's absolutely retarded. Like, it's not real. Like the Cold War. Do you know how many people died? How many Russians died? And how many Americans died fighting each other? Zero. There is zero actual fights between Russia and America in the entire Cold War ever. And then the Bay of Pigs incident is like literally just like a Marvel like cape shit. Like, and then it was about to happen, and they called them up at the last minute. And they said, no, we're not going to launch the missiles. And it's like, it's just retarded. It's literally just Russia and America splitting up the country, splitting up the globe, killing a bunch of small countries, toppling a bunch of governments together, and then faking like the moon stuff to then cancel the war. Because, America has space superiority. We gotta stop. They have space superiority. And that's all it is. It's just fake, dude. It's like ever since then, it's just fake. And it's every country just like, why would you believe it? And then the nuke stuff is fake. It's like, why are we recording mannequins being blown up? Why are we recording mannequins being blown up to prove that bombs blow up dolls? Oh yeah, we had to test whether bombs would blow up a building. Like, no, you actually don't need to blow up a mannequin to know that a bomb is going to blow up a mannequin. And like, we told kids to hide under chairs if there was a nuclear bomb. Like, why? Because that way they would be safe. It's like, no, that's just to scare kids, to make them think there's a war, to make them think there's some It's like COVID. Like, why did you have kids wearing masks in school? It's the exact same thing, dude. Like, well, they had to know that if there's a bomb going off that's a nuclear bomb, you hide under a desk. It's like, no. Or is it more likely it's like a part of the MK Ultra stuff where it's like literally trauma based, like mind control to make people think there's some huge war going on while you split up the entire world of these like powers. It's just stupid, dude. It's like retarded. Yeah, the Soviet Union is never real, it never collapsed. Yeah, dude, it's stupid. It's literally just fake. But whatever. No, space is real. You can still launch stuff. I mean, honestly, I think we probably could go to the moon now at this point. But no. It's like they're talking to the people with zero delay. Like, it's insane. They're like communicating from the moon perfectly. They have video footage. They have video signal from the moon. It's like, what the fuck? Like, are you retarded? No, dude. It's fake. Like, you can launch, I think you can launch, like, satellites make 100% sense. That's, like, makes sense. I think there's probably stuff on the moon we can launch. That makes sense, too. But no, I don't think we're landing on the moon. Stupid. It's retarded. It's all cape shit, dude. And it's like, what are we going to do on the moon, dude? For what? Now there's actually something to do, which is, like, try to figure out a way to get all the rich people into the sky before all the poor people kill each other. But besides that, in the past, they didn't need to do that.